we are going to discuss quicksort algorithm. Now, before I give you the algorithm, let us discuss how quicksort algorithm works. In quicksort algorithm, the main idea is it always considers an element as a pivot element. Pivot element is the element with respect to which the sorting is made at every pass. Now, you can choose the first element as the pivot, or the last element as the pivot, or any random element as the pivot. So there are three ways this quicksort algorithm can be implemented using pivot: first element, last element, or any random element. So we will consider the first element at every pass. We will consider the first element as the pivot element. So in this array, this 12 is the first element. So for us, this will be the pivot element, right? Now, we will start from this index. We will call this index as down, and we will call this index 7 as up. You see, there are total 8 elements in the array. This index, the index just after your pivot, that we will name as down, and the last index we will name as up. Now, what would we compare? We will compare whether the element at this index, at the down index, is lesser than the pivot element. The element at the down element or down index, the element at the down index, whether it is lesser than the pivot element. So you see 10 is lesser than 12. So since 10 is lesser than 12, we will move ahead in the array. That means we will make 8 as our down. So 2, the index 2 as our down. So let us write down over here the value of down, element at down. So you see, we will start the down from 1. At the first index, the value was 10, which is lesser than 12. So we increased the value of down to 2. At the second index, the value is 8. So 8 is also less than 12. That is correct. So our down value will become 3. At down value, the element present is 20, which is not less than 12. So 20 is not less than 12. So the down value will halt over here. So you see, we went forward in our array till the point we get an element which is greater than the pivot element. Again, I repeat, we traversed through the array using the down index till an element which is greater than our pivot. 10 was less, so we went forward. 8 was less than 12, so we went forward. 20 is greater than 12, so we halt at 20. So the down value at this moment is 3, and it is storing the value 20. Clear? Now we come to this up index. Up index is 7. Now what is the comparison over here? The element at this place, at this index, is 56. We have to see whether it is greater than 12. You see over here 10 was less than 12. That was correct. So over here 56 is greater than 12. So it is correct. So we will bring the up to its previous value. So the up index will become 6. You see, down index was increasing, the up index is decreasing. So up index becomes 6. At the index 6 we get the number 49. So we will check whether 49 is greater than 12. So it is greater than 12, correct? Right? So since 49 is greater than 12, again the up index will decrease, up index will become 5. Now at the index 5, the element is 6. So 6. 6 greater than 12 is wrong, correct? Because 6 is not greater than 12, correct? So the up index will halt over here. So up index halts at 5, the down index halts at the index number 3. Why? Because using the down index we reach an element which is greater than the pivot, and using the up index we reach an element which is lesser than the pivot. Clear? At this moment what do we do? So we are over here with the up and we are over here with the down. At this moment we swap these two numbers. At this moment we swap these two numbers. So as soon as we reach a point where down is holding a number greater than the pivot and up is holding a number which is lesser than the pivot, we swap the two numbers. So we swap 20 and 6. So what does the list become? The list becomes 12, 10, 8. Now after 8, since 20 has been swapped with 6, we will get 6. After 6, 4, 20, because 20 will take the place of 6, 49 and 56. Correct? This becomes our new A. Now this is still our pivot. Down was pointing at this index. You see, down index is 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So down index is 3 and up index is 5. So up index is 5. So down is pointing at this location, up is pointing at this location, correct? So down index is less than up index. Down index is 3, up index is 5, correct? So we will again continue with the process. Correct? Again I will tell you. Over here you will compare. Down index is 3, up index is 5. Down index is less than up, correct? So since down index is less than up, again we will continue with the same process. Again let us write down that chart. Element at down. So what would we do? What is the value of down? Value of down is 3. What is the element at 3? 6. 6 lesser than 12 is correct. So again we will move forward. So down will become 4. What is the element at 4? Element at 4 is 4. 4 less than 12 is correct. So down will become, again it will increase, down will become 5. What is the element as 5? 20. 20 less than 12 is wrong. So down will halt over here. Clear? Come to up. What is the current value of up? 5. What is the element stored at 5? 20. 20 greater than 12, it is correct. So we will lower the value of up. Up will become 4. What is the element stored at 4? 4. 4 greater than 12. Is it true? No, it is not true. So up will halt over here. So you look at the chart. Down is 5 and up is 4. Correct? So now at this moment we are halting at a place where down value is 5 and up value is 4. So down less than up, this condition becomes false. Correct? Because while traversing, we have reached elements which is lower than the pivot and we have reached element which is upper than the pivot. But while reaching those elements, my down index has become greater than my up index. Right? So at this moment, the traversal stops and we swap. You see, at this moment, down is pointing over here. Down is pointing at this node 20 and up is pointing at this node 4. Correct? Over here you look at this chart. Up is pointing at the index 4. Down is pointing at the index 5. Down has gone beyond. Down has gone beyond up. So at this moment, we will stop traversing and we will swap the pivot with the value at up. We will swap the pivot with the value at up. Again, I will tell you, we will swap the pivot with the value in the up. So what will happen? Our list will become 4, 10, 8, 6, 12, 20, 49, 56. Right? Because we have swapped 4 with 12. Now if you look at the list over here, after this first pass, all the elements which are appearing on the left hand side of 12 is lesser than 12 and all the elements appearing on the right hand side of 12 is greater than 12. See, all the elements on the right hand side is greater than 12, all the elements on the left hand side is lesser than 12. So this pivot element has been put at its correct location in the array. That means we could place the pivot element at its correct position in the array after the first pass. So this is the current array that we have after the first pass. Okay. So 12 has been placed at its correct location in the sorted array. We could place the pivot element at its correct position in the sorted array. So now what will we do in the quick sort? The next step is to sort this side of the list separately and to sort this side of the list separately because the element 12 is already in its sorted order. Clear? So how do we do that? Now we concentrate only on this part of the list. We only concentrate on this part of the list and we forego this part. So again, as we told you, the first element becomes the pivot. So right at this moment, 4 is the pivot element. Clear? This is our down value and this is our up value. Correct? So this is down and this is element at down. So down value is index number 1, this is index 1, this is index 2, this is index 3. Correct? So down value is index 1, the element is 10. 10 less than 4 is incorrect. So the down value halts over here. There is no progress in the down index because the element stored at the down index is greater than 4. Right? So now we come to the up index. The up index is 3 and the element is 6. 6 greater than 4 is correct. So we decrease the value of up. Up becomes 2. The element at up is 8, correct? That is also greater than 4, right? So up value becomes 1. The value of 1 is 10. 10 greater than 4, that is also correct. So up becomes 0. What is the value at 0th location? 4. 4 greater than 4 is incorrect. Right? Incorrect. So up halts over here according to the algorithm. So up halts over here and down halts at 1. Now students, if you just look at this part of the list, 4, 10, 8, 6, you see according to this list, 4 is actually placed at its correct location. 4 should be the first element of this list, right? Because 4 is the smallest element in this list. So 4 is actually at its correct location. So if you look at the working also, down is halted at 1, up is halted at 0. Now what is the comparison? You see in the previous case also, what did we compare? We compared whether down is lesser than up. So if you check, down less than up is incorrect because down value is 1 and up value is 0. So when down value becomes less than up value, we swap the pivot with the up value. When down is less than up, we swap pivot with value at up, correct? So over here pivot value is 4, which is at the location 0, and up index is also 0. That means we are basically swapping the 0th index with itself. So the location of the number 4 will not change and 4 will remain at this point. Again I am telling you, when the down value becomes less than up value, we need to when down value is not less than up value, when down value is not less than up value, we need to swap the pivot with the value at up. When down index is not less than up index, we have to swap the pivot with the value at up index. So over here up index is 0 and down index is 1. So 1 is greater than the up index. So now what we have to do? We have to swap the 0th location with the pivot. We have to swap the 0th location element with the pivot. But in the 0th location we have got 4 itself. So no swapping is required, or even if you swap, you will get back the same result. Correct? So this side of the list will become 4, 8, 4, 10, 8, 6. So the left side of the list will remain 4, 10, 8, 6 because 4 is not going anywhere. Correct? Now, after the second pass, you see 4 has been placed at its correct position. Now what will we do? Since 4 has got its correct location in the list, since 4 has already got the correct location in the list, we again have to sort the left hand side and the right hand side of the 4 separately. Now you see there is no left hand side in 4. So we will concentrate only on the right hand side of 4. Right? Because 4 and 12 has already got its locations. Now we will concentrate on the right hand side of 4 and we will only implement quick sort on 10, 8 and 6. So again over here 10 will become the pivot. Why? Because in this list 10, 8 and 6, 10 is the first element. In this list of 3 elements, 10 is the first element. So 10 becomes the pivot element. 8 becomes down and 6 becomes up. Means index number 2 becomes down and index number 3 becomes up. So again, let us draw the chart. The down index is 2. Element at down it's 8. 8 less than 10. This is true. So we will increase the value of down. Down will become 3. 3, the value at 3 is 6. That is also less than 10. It is correct. Now we have to proceed with the down. Now when we proceed with the down, we will see that there are no more elements in this list. There are no more elements in the list. Correct? So down will remain at, we will be halting with down at 3. Correct? Now let us come to up. Up index is 3. And what is the value at up index? Value at up index is 6, which is greater than 10 is incorrect. 6 greater than 10 is incorrect because 6 is lesser than 10. So up halts at 3. Correct? Right? So down halts at 3, up also halts at 3. Why does down halt at 3? Down halts at 3 because there are no more elements in this list of 3 elements. And up halts at index number 3 because 6 is greater than 10 is false. So what is the checking? Down less than up, which is incorrect. Why? Because down is also 3, up is also 3. So down less than up is incorrect. So as a result, we will swap up with 10. Since down is not less than up, you see when down is not less than up, we swap the pivot with the up value. So since down is not less than up, we swap 10 with the element at the up position, that is 6. So 10 and 6 is swapped. So what do we get? We get 4, we get 6, we get 8, we get 10, 12, 20, 49, 56. This side of the list has not been touched yet. So 12 has already got its position. 4 has already got its position. Right at this moment, 10 was its pivot. So 10 has also got its position. Right? Now you see, we have to handle, since 10 has got the pivot value, we have to handle the left hand side and right hand side of 10 now. We have to sort the left hand side of 10 separately and sort right hand side of 10 separately. There is no right hand side of 10 because after 10 we have got 12, which is an already sorted element. So we don't have any other element in the list after 10 and before 12. So we are left only with these two elements. Now when we are left with these two elements, again in these two elements 6 is the pivot. 6 is the pivot. Now both up and down will be index number 2. Both up and down will be index number 2. Now let us see how this works. Down index is 2. Element at down index is 8. 8 greater than 6. 8 less than 6 is false. 8 less than 6 is false. So we have to halt over here. 8 less than 6 is false. So we halt over here. So we halt at the point where down value is 2. Now come to the up value. Up value is also 2. What is the element? 8. 8 greater than 6. 8 greater than 6. This is true. So up value should become 1. Right? So up value becomes 1. Now what is the value at index number 1? 6. 6 greater than 6 is false. So up value halts over here. Right? Now we come out of the loop. Down value is 2, up value is 1. Down less than up is false. Now whenever down less than up become false, we swap the up value with the pivot. But right at this moment, up is also pointing at index number 1 and pivot is also index number 1. So whether you swap or not, 6 is always at its current position. Right? So 6 has got sorted. Because whether we swap or not with this up index 1, 6 is at its correct position in the sorted array. Now as soon as 6 gets its location, now we have to sort the left hand side and right hand side of 6 separately. Now you see there is no left hand side of 6 and we are on the right hand side of 6. Now what do we have in the right hand side of 6? In the right hand side of 6 we have got a single number 8. Correct? And we know that single number 8 is already sorted by itself. And how would we know that 8 is a single number? Because when we consider this list of single number, this 8 will become pivot. And when we would try to account for the down and the up index, we will not get any index on the right hand side or left hand side of 8 because 8 is a single number in the list. So therefore you see this whole list gets sorted. Right? Now after this side gets sorted, you should remember that we were only working on the left hand side of 12. 12 was the first pivot of our element. 12 was the first number that we were actually sorting. So we are done with the left hand side of 12. What we are left with is now the right hand side of 12. So now we will have to start with our quick sort on the right hand side of 12. Now on right hand side of 12 we have got 20, 49 and 56. So 20 will become our pivot, right? Now when 20 becomes our pivot, 49, the index of 49 is 6. So index number 6 will become our down and index number 7 will become our up, right? So let us again write down down. Down index is 6 and the element at down is 49, right? 49. 49 less than 20 is false. So down index halts over here. Up index is 7 and the element is 56. 56 greater than 20 is true, so up index becomes 6, right? Because it will come down, we get the number 49. 49 greater than 20, this is true, so again the up index comes to index number 5. 20 greater than 20 is false. Correct? 20 greater than 20 is false. So as a result over here, this up index halts. Down index is lesser than up index is a false. Down index is 6, up index is 5. So down index lesser than 5 is false. So as a result, we have to swap 50 with the up index value. That means obviously 20 is getting swapped with itself over here. Right? So 20 gets sorted. Similar way now we move to 49. Because left hand side of 20 is already sorted, we have to move to right hand side of 20. Over here again we will take 49 as the pivot. Now as we take 49 as the pivot, this 56 will become up and down both for 49. 56 itself will become up and down for 49. Correct? So there will be no enhancement of down element, because 56 is greater than 49, so the down element cannot move anywhere, and up element, since 56 is greater than 49, up index will come and point at 49 and it will be swapped with itself, right? And then we will be left with the single number 56, which will be sorted by itself. So you see, the basic idea of quicksort is we consider a pivot element, and when we consider a pivot element, we traverse through the list to find out the correct location of the pivot element in the array. We place the pivot element in the array at its correct position. So if pivot element is at its correct position, then the array gets divided into two sets, the left set and the right set, and we separately sort the left and the right set. Now this quick sort algorithm, for that reason, is called divide and conquer. Quick sort takes the policy of divide and conquer. Why? Because quick sort divides the array into two halves and then separately works on the array for the sorting method. Another divide and conquer algorithm that you already know is binary search. You already know the algorithm binary search to search an element in the array. Binary search also uses divide and conquer rule for searching an element. So quick sort uses divide and conquer for sorting method, and binary search uses divide and conquer for searching method, right? So please go through the example. I will send you another example of quick sort and then we will discuss this in the class.